As we reflect on 80 years of the Cedar Foundation, we are proud to celebrate all that has been achieved in working towards an inclusive society for all. Our journey has navigated many challenges, created opportunities, and embraced change for people with disabilities throughout Northern Ireland. We have come a long way since 1941, when NICOD, the Northern Ireland Council for Orthopaedic Development, Northern Ireland's first orthopaedic service, was established and our work began. When the NHS was able to take on our orthopaedic clinics in the 1950s, NICOD took on a new focus by supporting children with cerebral palsy, setting up a nursery at Ulsterville Avenue in Belfast. The next step was to support the development of special schools in Northern Ireland, such as Fleming Fulton and Mitchell House, which children could attend after nursery. At a time when expectations for people with disabilities were still sadly limited, we piloted a work centre at Malcolm Sinclair House. Young people from outside Belfast attending the training centre needed a place to stay, so we transformed Malcolm Sinclair House into a hostel for adults with physical disabilities. Over the years, specialist residential accommodation would become one of our most important services. When we began, it was accepted that people with profound disabilities lived in hospitals. That developed into hostels, where bedrooms and living space were shared. In the 1980s, we helped pioneer the concept of housing with care and individual bed sits in projects such as Ardkeen in South Belfast. In the same way, we challenged the idea of work centres as places simply to keep those with disabilities busy with activities. We introduced vocational rehabilitation centres in the 80s and 90s at new training centres at Balmoral and Ballymena. We provided training to move into employment and community participation. This was the foundation of our current regional employment services. In the early 90s, we also returned to our roots by introducing the CRISP service to support families of children with cerebral palsy. As the new millennium dawned, we entered into a new era. In 2000, we consulted with our staff and service users and changed our name to the Cedar Foundation. We began a steady expansion of our services, which formed the shape of the organisation today. Our corporate services team has expanded over the years in response to our growing organisation. They lead on good governance and effective management of resources, and our most important asset, our people. Our culture of continuous improvement and excellence ensures we deliver best quality services. We developed the first smart housing projects in Northern Ireland at Hillmount Court and Hillmount Close, and subsequently redeveloped Ardkeen, offering the benefits of assistive technology to give tenants greater personal control of their environment and supporting them to integrate into the community. We have continued to build on this work, harnessing better and improved smart technology in our project at Meadowvale Court in Lisburn. Partnership has been at the heart of all these developments, and we have worked alongside housing associations such as Choice and Triangle, as well as commissioners in Belfast and South Eastern Health and Social Care Trusts, and also supporting people. Over the last few years, we have developed specialist positive behaviour support accommodation services, enabling individuals with more complex needs to live independently, supporting them in the move from long-stay hospital to community-based homes with support appropriate to their needs. Partnership working has ensured we sustain services, and over the years, mergers have seen us welcome other projects such as Coruna, Twizzle and Croft Communities into the Cedar family. In addition to residential and supported living facilities, we have established a regional floating support service with specialisms in meeting the needs of individuals with a range of physical and sensory disabilities and brain injury to maintain their tenancies and to live independently in their own homes. A wide range of services for children and young people has grown out of our early commitment to the CRISP service. Services like Short Breaks and Youth Matters support children and young people, some with complex healthcare needs, to develop friendships and access social and recreational opportunities at home or within their local community. We have helped push back the boundaries in education too, developing a transition service for young people, supporting them in the process of leaving school. The support enables them to make informed decisions about their life after school, including education and work, community inclusion, and health and well-being. Ensuring people can live active lives in their community has been at the heart of the development of our Inclusion Matters service, which supports individuals who feel isolated to develop new social networks, encouraging peer support and user-led networking. Cedar has been a leading organisation in moving away from centre-based programmes. Our goal is to support communities to be more accessible and build the capacity of individuals to navigate disability-related barriers. Our employment services ensure disabled people have access to the labour market, training and education. Inclusion Works supports disabled adults to build employability skills and experience to be work-ready, then move into a paid job, college course or volunteering on leaving. We employ the supported employment model in our Workable NI programme to support individuals to sustain their paid job. Our specialist brain injury services help rebuild the life choices of those recovering from brain injury or stroke, easing them back to work or exploring new avenues of employment through retraining. In the 1990s, Cedar championed the growing need for brain injury specialist services for people once they leave hospital care. Our brain injury vocational rehabilitation service evolved from developing our expertise through joint working with local health trusts and European partnerships. This is now available throughout Northern Ireland and has supported hundreds of people navigate life after brain injury. Recently, a further development, our ABI Choices service supports adults with an acquired brain injury to engage in activities in their local community, to develop their personal capacity, resilience, health and well-being. In the last 10 years, Cedar have again identified and responded to new and emerging needs for people with disability. We have developed services, such as Right for You, for adults and children diagnosed with autism, to build their capacity, and that of their families, to navigate challenges, enabling them to achieve their aspirations, life choices and personal goals. Across all our services, we harness new and emerging technology to address barriers to inclusion, and this has greatly increased the opportunities available, enabling each participant to fulfil their potential. Fundamental to ensuring our services are co-produced with our service users has been the development of our user forum. This has grown significantly over the last 20 years and now has 7 local groups across Northern Ireland, representing the voice of Cedar service users and disabled people in a variety of settings. The user forum focuses on consultation, both internal to Cedar and external, advocacy work and supporting our recruitment and selection processes to ensure staff who join us share the Cedar values. Over the years, we have grown from an organisation dedicated to a single condition to one that focuses on the needs of an individual, whatever their disability. The vision that drives our work is a society that is inclusive to all, where we can empower even those with the most complex of disabilities to experience opportunity, choice and inclusion. After 80 years of commitment to enhancing the lives of people with disability, we believe that building on our expertise and listening to the people that use our services and our partners, our vision of an inclusive society is more attainable than ever. We are proud that a succession of awards has endorsed our organisational effectiveness and the skills and competence of our staff and volunteers. We are an Investors in People Platinum organisation and also Investing in Volunteers and ISO 9001 accredited. As previous winners of the European Foundation for Quality Management European Excellence Award, we are recognised as one of the leading third sector organisations in Europe. Our Investors in People Platinum Award in particular recognises the commitment and dedication of our highly skilled staff teams throughout Northern Ireland, who deliver services to the highest standards of care and support. Staff consistently demonstrate that they share the values of the organisation and that co-production is at the centre of everything they do. This was particularly evident during the COVID pandemic, when staff responded and adapted to ensure all our services were delivered to the same high standard in the most challenging of times. The Cedar Foundation has a strategic plan for the next 5 years to provide opportunity, choice and inclusion for individuals and families living with disability, autism and brain injury throughout Northern Ireland. This strategy will ensure co-production continues to be at the heart of everything we do, that we continue to recruit and retain highly skilled staff who share the values of the organisation, that we ensure the health and well-being of all, and that this is underpinned by effective processes which use the latest technology to ensure they are effective and efficient in delivering opportunity, choice and inclusion. Cedar. Opportunity, choice, inclusion.